Ellis had been an investigator for over a decade, devoted to unveiling the stories behind the paranormal. Yet as he pored over his latest case, a family plagued by nighttime whispers in a dilapidated home, his attention drifted from scrawled notes to the distant echo of footsteps in the hallway outside. He paused, one hand brushing the surface of a dusty file. There was no one else in the office, but the soft thud of boots continued, deliberate and persistent. He winced, feeling the cold draft swirl around him. The normal warmth of the midday sun vanished in an instant. "It's just an old TV," he told himself, exhaling slowly, but the quiet whispers began to form words, fragments of the cases he had absorbed over the years. Names danced through his mind, melding with echoes from the chilling night. He recoiled as realization crashed over him, cold as the wind raking across the corner of his room. Each story, each haunting he delved into, they all reminded him of his house. With a pounding heart, Ellis picked up the photograph, tracing the outlines of the house's distinctive features. The same slanted roof, the same eerie panels lining the porch. Panic clawed at his throat as he recalled the case of a family who discovered old scratches on the walls of their home, just like the ones etched into his own. The stories of relationships, torn asunder, replayed behind his eyes, and a bone-deep fear settled in, twisting his stomach. It was his house they had entered, unknowingly marked by the echoes of those he had tried to save. With sudden clarity he understood he was entangled with their curses, a sentinel trapped by choices long made. Standing in the middle of his office, he felt the cold grasp of hands on his shoulders, the echoes of screams hidden in the fibers of his clothing. He tore open the door to leave, heart racing, only to pause as a low voice crawled beneath the familiar whispers. "Stay with us. Stay where you belong." In that moment, Ellis turned back toward the television, the static morphing into faces from his past, flickering in and out of recognition. One visage, familiar and taunting, smiled through the murky tides of distortion, whispering his name. In horror, he understood. The haunting hadn't been merely research, it had been a summoning. The veil separating him from those lost souls had thinned, and they were beckoning him to join their realm, hands grasping at his memory, his essence. With newfound resolve, Ellis stepped into the fading light, feeling both the weight of his house behind him and the pull of those he once sought to understand. He took a deep breath, urging his legs to move, determined to seek out freedom from the curse woven intricately into the fabric of his life. As he shut the door firmly behind him, he vowed to unravel the tapestry that bound him to the murmuring shadows, holding the weight of secrets suspended in darkness. The whispers receded, leaving behind an echo of understanding that sometimes the investigator can become the case.